All right, I'm Sheekela, and I'm working with NOAA's National Environmental Satellite and Information Services. And I'm giving this talk in collaboration with Ken Casey, our Data Stewardship Division Lead in NCEI. Eileen Maturi and Andy Harris work on our blended SST products and our physical retrieval products, SSTs, and Sasha Ignatov with our Axpo SSTs, Paul Chang with our AMSR SSTs that we provide, and Wyman Zhang with our Pathfinder OI SST product suite that's also provided. In addition to Gary Wick, who's with OAR, the Office of Research, project lead there. Oceanic and atmospheric research. Let's see. Okay, is the screen changing? There it goes. Yep. Okay. So I'll talk to you about agency work in progress and our future work that's ongoing that we have in NESDIS. The NOAA Ocean and Atmospheric Administration's National Environmental Satellite Data and Information Services, NOAA NESDIS, you'll hear that acronym for those who are not familiar with it, continues to adjust to changes in information technology to support satellite operations and data distribution, as well as the evolving relationships with the commercial sector and our international partners. And one of this evolving process that we're going through currently in NOAA NESDIS is our enterprise approach to implementing a more efficient and standardized process across NOAA. And we're going through an enterprise approach with our product processing, our portfolio management, network services, and archive services. All of this includes, as well as the movement to what we're calling the NOAA Common Cloud Framework. And this is a big part of the enterprise approach as well. We are looking also at the customer services and user input. We're taking that information very seriously in NOAA NESDIS. We have in the past, and we continue to do so. And we're also exploring how to reduce the number of NOAA SST products out there as we look at sort of the big picture of our SSTs within NOAA NESDIS. So for those out there who are users, please feel free to contact me and let me know which products are of most value to you, because that is something that we are reviewing currently within NESDIS. Our product productions are being transitioned into the NESDIS Common Cloud Framework, and that is a Amazon type of cloud service system. And this is being done in collaboration with our Office of Satellite Ground Services, which is now called our Office of Common Services. NOAA has also had a lot of reorganization going on. So some of our offices have changed their names. So the acronyms, some of them you may have to take a look up online because some of them have changed. Also, we're looking at product distribution. It's primarily through the PDA, and we're looking at transitioning our product distribution and access system, and that work has started, and we're looking to have that transitioned in later 2024, if not early 25. And in addition to that, we provide the products via the web access in various websites that you'll find. And our archive system is primarily through our National Centers for Environmental Information, NCEI, which also has the component called the CLASS, our large array system for archiving stewardship system. The products that we have migrating to the cloud, I'll just talk briefly about some of those products that are being migrated. We have our enterprise geopolar blended SSTs and the related core bleaching products, as well as the ocean heat content products. Those are all currently in progress. We're working on that this year, and we're looking forward to having those migrated sometime early next year or mid next year for those who are looking forward to using those products. The geopolar blended SST products include our day-night, and diurnally corrected day-night suite of products that we provide there. In addition, we have the geostationary level 2s that are produced using a physical retrieval algorithm. Those are sort of from our heritage Meteosat second generation platforms. And those are going to be migrated into the cloud by February 2024. So that'll be early next year. And this gives us that area over in the Indian Ocean that is extremely important as we look at a full distribution of SSTs. In our geopolar blended, we have this global gap-free product, and that's a very important component of filling the gap. The Level 2, Level 3s for my Enterprise Advanced Clear Sky Processor for Oceans Expo with Sasha Ignatov and team members there. We have pretty much most of our other Level 2 products are generated, produced using that algorithm. And that includes our Himawari 9 SSTs. We're expecting those in the cloud in December. We started migrating those in December of 2020 this year, and we're expecting to have those ready in 2023, December, so just a couple of months away. We had a bit of delay when we had a switch of satellite last year, and that kind of caused a lot of delays for us with the Himawari 9s as we transitioned from Himawari 8, as many of you know who use that data set. Also, the VIIRS J2 SSTs, they're expected in the NCCF in May of 24. We are doing a lot of work with the J2 products currently, and I think we're starting to provide some of those provisionally as well. So, but fully operational, we're expecting those in May of 2024. And the NOAA 20 and SNPP SST products are expected in the cloud in March of 2024. We are going through a process of trying to migrate all of those ocean color and SST algorithms as we continue to move forward. The GOES 18 and GOES 17 products are expected in our NCCF in June of 2024. And currently some of those are also being provided provisionally via the PDA as well. Then we have our MEDOP B and Cs. Those are already in the cloud system itself. I focused on those last year, and we'll have some updates coming up for the MEDOP Bs with the AXPO algorithm. So Sasha Ignatov will be giving an RDOC talk in this session as well with further details on the AXPO product suites. The AMSTER 2 SSTs with Paul Chang and Solomon there, those codes, we addressed the issue that was discussed last year with the SSTs being less than 0 degrees Celsius. There were some missing components of that. That has been addressed, and we are looking forward to working on the AMSTER 3 SSTs, and all of that is to be determined, but we're looking forward to rolling those out when the satellites are up and going. Now, NCEI has our long-term stewardship and reanalysis facility, which we have in GRIS, and they've implemented a new archive process which creates new metadata records within NCEI while pulling the data from the NESDIS OSPO. This was built to replace the previous approach of pulling the metadata directly from PODAC. So that work has been done, and there's ongoing work for migrating various components into the cloud as well. And Yongsheng and Wyman will be giving a talk in this session as well with more details on our long-term stewardship and reanalysis facility. We also have the oceanic and atmospheric research work that's ongoing with Gary Wick, and Andy also collaborates with that of STAR. And Gary has been working on the configuration for a 1D mixed layer model for the diurnal warming using the modeled weather prediction forcing components of that. And I think Gary will be chiming in the discussions in this meeting as well. Randy has completed 2 weeks of research, visiting research scientists at UMetSat. He and Gary Wick also attended that. And Andy Harris will be giving us more details on our diurnal warming model as well. I think that talk is also in this section. Eileen is not able to be with us at this time, but she definitely sends her regards, Eileen Maturi. In addition to those products, we have the ongoing evaluation of the Celestia work in progress, and that's an ongoing analysis as part of the Sentinel-3 validation team activities. Andy will speak to that as well and give us more details on all the work that he's been doing with the UMetSat team. I'll move now into the future plans that we have going. One of the things I wanted to just highlight here, we are working on producing lake water SSTs and Arctic SST products. We have had a number of user requests, and in NOAA, many things are driven by those user requests. So the user requests are in, we've reviewed those, and we're exploring the physical retrieval algorithm, which is currently used with the Meteosat second generation platform. Many of the preliminary studies show that the physical retrieval works best for the Arctic SSTs and lake water SSTs. So that's an ongoing development, and that's a work in progress. Single version of the AXPO algorithm. A lot of people have been requesting that, and Sasha and team members have been working hard to try to get a single AXPO version for both the LEO and GEO satellite platforms. And we're expecting to use the AXPO algorithm for the Meteosat 3rd generation platform as well. And we're expecting the 3.0 sometime next year, if not early next year, then mid next year for all of those platforms. And that way they will all be using the same version, ideally, of the AXPO algorithm as we make those available. Sasha will speak more about the various components and updates for the AXPO in this session as well. And then lastly, one of the focus points that we have is towards an integrated NOAA SST suite. There's a lot of work taking place between NCI and STAR, in addition with OSPO, on understanding how to move forward with a product suite of SSTs that would, represent all the things that we need to do to produce a suite of SSTs that are consistent over time and have multiple processing levels. We've done this with the Pathfinder SST product suite and the climate data record, and we're looking to review that process in general and try to come up with something that works a little bit better as we continue to move forward so that we can continue to produce that full suite of products with the climate data record, as has been done with the OISST, which has tons of users around the world. So that's a work in progress. It is definitely sort of a NOAA-centric activity that leverages our GRIS activity infrastructure. And that's something that we really appreciate having. So having the GDS format in place and all the work that we're doing with GRIS is playing a very important role on how we proceed in that effort. So those SSTs will ultimately, we're looking at calling those our next generation SSTs. I think Andy has suggested next gen SSTs, and that's a work that's moving forward. There was a report that was published on the NESDIS SSTs. NESDIS working group published a report called Advancing NESDIS Sea Surface Temperature Products to fulfill the NOAA requirements and worldwide expectations. Again, we'll be focusing on using our components that we have in GRIS to help us move that forward as well. And a lot of people played a role in writing that report. Our team at Coast Watch, Veronica Lance, will help lead the work moving that work forward, actually. So it's been very, very productive, and we're looking forward to having that move forward. So the NESDIS Common Cloud Frame Network is being developed as a central cloud-based framework in NESDIS. Management has science developments and product generations. STAR, OSPO, and NCI, including the archive services, will be migrated to the NCCF over time in the next 5 years. The timelines are being developed, but the first cloud archive workflow will go into operations in late 2024. As for our full archive component, everything that you're currently pulling in our archive, those SSTs are not fully online. Not everything is there yet in our cloud system. So there's no clear or immediate impact on the GRIS LTSRF operations. Everything will run smoothly. You will not see a difference, but eventually all of the GRIS data archive will be in NCI, and we're working to make sure that we have all of our NOAA holdings in our long-term steward reanalysis facility. They will be available through the NCCF cloud and archive system. So that's a giant underworking that we're going through. Ken is a lead on a lot of that work, Ken Casey. I think he'll be tuning into the meeting off and on here. And we are looking forward to getting those products into the cloud in collaboration with NASA, as well as the ongoing work that Ed will be talking about. Lastly, we had I think I mentioned this last year, we're looking to change our file names in general for people who are pulling the NOAA SST products. We're looking to move towards just the one acronym, the NOAA. We currently have the STAR, NCI, and OSPO in the file names because we want to make sure that we continue to represent our near real time as well as our delayed time processing. So we're still working on transitioning to that one single acronym. And again, the GDP information is being used here, and there are various components in the file names that will be helpful. So I think the session on Thursday will talk a little bit more about that in that workshop. So we're looking forward to a good discussion there. That's all I have at this time. Thank you very much.
We can take then Jorge's question.
All right.
Jorge, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
I'm sorry. No, thank you. Just a quick question. With respect to the transition, the NOAA transition to the cloud, you mentioned the collaboration with NASA. Will there be collaboration specifically on the development of tools and services to access the data on the cloud, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Thank you.
Oh, yes. Hi. Okay. So the cloud collaboration work, as you know, NOAA and NASA are doing a lot of cross work with the products, the way we distribute them and make them available, also the metadata exchange. So we're going to be evaluating all of that work as we look at archiving our data and making it available. So it is a work in progress. I can't say the specifics of it, but there's just a lot of cross elements that will be reevaluating as we move forward. Jorge, thank you for that question.
Okay, thank you.